Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer found this gaming monitor to be an amazing match for their Mac setup, highlighting several key features that made it a great fit. Right out of the box, the inclusion of both HDMI and DisplayPort cables was a welcome convenience. Using the provided HDMI cable, they were able to achieve a smooth 100 Hz refresh rate. To unlock the display's full potential, however, our reviewer opted for a separate USB-C to DisplayPort cable, which successfully pushed the performance to a fluid 144 Hz. While this occupied a valuable Thunderbolt port on their computer, the monitor's own connectivity options helped to make up for it. A standout feature for this client was the built-in 4-port USB hub. They found that the two ports designated for quick charging were perfect for powering low-demand peripherals like a keyboard, mouse, and webcam, even when routed through unpowered hubs. The other two USB ports proved to be much faster, providing a practical solution for connecting an external solid-state drive. Interestingly, when our reviewer connected their external drive to these faster monitor ports, they got significantly better data transfer speeds than when plugging it directly into their computer's own standard USB-A ports, making it the best option for their workflow. The physical design also earned high praise, particularly the stand, which offered so much flexibility and range of motion that they chose to use it over a dedicated monitor arm. The picture quality itself is described as amazing, delivering a great visual experience. While the HDR mode can make colors look a little off in certain situations, this client generally preferred the vibrant look it provided over the standard mode. As a final note, the built-in speakers are what one might expect from a monitor, not high fidelity, but certainly loud enough for casual use without being too quiet.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer really likes this monitor. They're using it primarily with an Xbox Series S, and while they know the Xbox stretches the image to fit the screen, it looks fine to them when playing certain games. They were able to achieve a 120 Hz refresh rate, but only at 1080p through the HDMI port. To get the full 144 Hz at 1440p, they had to use the DisplayPort. This client ended up buying an adapter that converts HDMI to DisplayPort to make that happen. They were happy to report no dead pixels, vertical lines, or any other noticeable flaws. Our reviewer found the built-in crosshair feature surprisingly useful from time to time, and the adjustable stand for height is a big plus in their book. However, they didn't particularly care for the on-screen menu, finding it a little difficult to navigate. Overall, they were initially quite happy with the purchase, even preferring it over a previous ultra-wide monitor. Initially, this client even provided a tip for other Xbox users struggling to get the monitor to display above 1080p, suggesting a manual HDMI setting adjustment. They thought that with the HDMI to DisplayPort converter connected to the monitor's DP input, it was possible to achieve 1440p at 120 Hz, but later found out they were mistaken. After further testing, our reviewer discovered that the Xbox Series S actually dials the frequency back down to 60 Hz when running at 1440p. While the monitor itself is still considered good, it sadly can't achieve the desired 1440p at 120 Hz with the Xbox, even with the adapter. The reviewer confirmed that a PC can achieve those specs, but the Xbox cannot. Ultimately, they decided to return the monitor and resume the search for one that will allow the Xbox Series S to run at 1440p at 120 Hz.
Awesome. Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer was pleasantly surprised when this monitor arrived a week early. Coming from a basic 1080p 75 Hz display, our reviewer found the difference striking. They did mention that the default color settings weren't ideal at first, but tweaking the monitor's configuration options quickly resolved that. For this client, this monitor felt huge at first, probably because they were used to a 24-inch screen. They really appreciated the monitor's physical design and its adjustability. Being able to raise, lower, and swivel the screen was a major plus for them. So far, our reviewer has only tested it with games like Genshin Impact, Honkai, Star Rail, and Wuwa, but reports that it runs wonderfully, feeling super smooth thanks to the base 144 Hz refresh rate. They haven't pushed it to higher refresh rates yet, waiting for a graphics card upgrade, but even with their older card, the experience has been fluid. They're confident that with the new card, it will be even better. This client strongly suggests buying directly from Amazon. They found it faster and potentially cheaper than using a separate courier service. Ultimately, they feel it was a worthwhile purchase, especially considering what similar displays cost locally at the time. They encourage fellow buyers to consider importing it directly from Amazon, especially if they find a good deal. They are hoping their review helps other potential buyers.
That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let's chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.